seasons on there. It sounds good though. Stock exhaust, I still love it. Anyway, as you can tell, the traction limit on this is pretty bad at the moment. Yeah, there's not much in it. So I'm getting some 15x8s with some very nice tyres, Yokohama AD 08Rs. I've read that they're stickier than the Michelin Pilot Sport 4S. Do I need that? Probably not. But it should solve that problem. And if it doesn't, I'll be getting MCA Pro Comfort coilovers probably, something like that. Set them up nicely and hopefully get this thing planted, because this suspension, it's all stock. I don't know how old it is. For all I know, these shocks are original. I don't know if shocks can last that long, but they feel like they could be, you know? So it is, yeah, it is old. But I love it. I love it. It drives great as it is. And if I had to keep it stock forever, I'd be perfectly happy, you know? You can have plenty of fun like this. But how much better this car could get with just a little bit extra, you know? Just some wider wheels, bigger tyres, you know? This thing's gonna be awesome. Other than that, there's not, yeah, I really love it. So the roof, I've got a fairly new soft top on it. So that's all great. Yeah, it's just old suspension and shitty tyres that makes it, it lets it down. But oh my god, is it a fun car. And do I need to say any more? So if you're looking at buying one of these, well, the prices have gone up heaps, yeah. I still think they're worth it at the price they're going for. I don't have enough experience compared. Ooh, ho, ho. That is hard. I don't have enough experience with other cars to know, you know, what else you can get in that range. Like if I'd like to drive the Toyota 86 BRZ, that kind of thing, or like a Porsche Boxster or something. Those kind of things that are in the same price range as this now, or maybe a little bit higher. And just see how those are compared to this. Obviously, some of those will be newer, so you're talking about the 86 and stuff. They're obviously a newer car. That's why I'm really curious to drive those and see how they feel. Oh, the shifter, I must comment on the shifter on this. The shifter is absolutely beautiful. It takes a little bit more force in this one than my Mazda 6, which is a 2009 6-speed manual. And you kind of expect that with an older car. It's not an excessive amount of force. Like, I think it's in pretty good condition. Maybe it could be, you know, tightened up a bit. Possibly it could be improved with a shifter rebuild, I don't know. But the actual throws, everything feels really tight and doesn't shake around at all. Like, it is stiff. And it feels great. So coming from the Mazda 6, that shifter, it's very easy to use. I'd say it's a bit easier to use than this. Although overall that car is harder to drive, the clutch is heavier, it's a little bit less tolerant. This thing, you can really beat on it. It doesn't care. The clutch is pretty light. Oh my god, the car's down here today. One time I had 2 Lamborghinis come past me. I don't know my Lamborghinis well enough to tell you what they were, but oh, they came past when I had the roof off on this, and the sound was unbeatable. Absolutely love it. So yeah, I wouldn't mind one of those, but nah, this thing's amazing. Some other plans are probably the Roadster Sport 4 exhaust. I've still got a couple other options in mind possibly, but I like that. Everyone says the Helmholtz chamber works really well to reduce the drone, so if I get that exhaust, I will of course get some videos out, hopefully sort out the audio so it's actually, you know, usable. I'm not sure how it'll be. I've got no idea how this sounds. I only got the GoPro set up in here yesterday, so I expect there'll be a few settings I need to fine tune and things, so yeah, this video is probably not going to be the nicest to watch. And the sun hasn't come out yet today, so it's still a bit, you know, it's a bit dull out. But hey, it's been a fun run. Yeah, we got stuck behind cars at the end there, but I guess talking to the camera gave me something to do, which is nice because usually I'm just chilling out to music usually. It's actually weird not to have music in here right now. But of course, coming down those roads, getting stuck behind slow cars is painful, especially in a car like this. Like, it's really painful. factory. Donut Media's one I know made about 100 stock, nearly 30 years later, and this is the same car as that, so I can only assume it's around 100 horsepower. It depends on how you use it. So yes, it is at high speeds, you know, it is slow, so if you're on the freeway and you're trying to get past someone, whatever, yeah, you got to really jam it down into third gear and go for it, but when you go in the right gear, when it is in second gear, when you got the revs up really high, when you're up at 5,000 to 7,000, it is all you need. You know, you're in second gear, this thing goes, same with third. You really don't feel like you need more power there. The times I would like a turbo are, you know, just around town and stuff, just taking off for the fun of it. But realistically, on a twisty road, I don't think you'd get a lot more out of it as long as you're using all of the revs. And you have to. If you're pulling in front of someone in this thing and you want to get going quickly, you will be redlining first and probably second, depending on the speed limit. And there's no other way. You know, you're going to slow them down if you don't. And that's what makes the thing fun, is the fact that you can use all the revs legally, and you have to, and it forces you to, and it makes a great sound while you do it. I think it's a great sound. Some people might not like these stock. I feel like it's quite nice. I certainly want a little bit louder, and the main reason for that is when the roof's off, when you got the wind noise, it gets very hard to hear the exhaust. So I'd like something a bit louder on here. But as for the actual tone of the exhaust, I think it's really nice. Up in the high revs, it sounds great. Well, that's all the fun roads for now. That's all we're going to get for sure. Coming into the 60 zone and then down into the 50. So I'll cut it here. If you've got any questions about this car, you can join the MX-5 Discord chat. That's a great place to be. Friend community, very friendly. Help you out with everything. Or let me know in the comments. I'd be happy to help out.